We're starting nicknaming him Max, because he's out there with nobody to talk to while he's racing. Okay, qualifying number 2, 10-minute counter is now on countdown. Evening, Neil, mate, evening. So while the guys are all rolling out, just on the tires on the first lap as they get ready for quality. Just a reminder that on the 28th of this month, which is this Sunday, XSC Sim Racing Endurance League will be broadcasting live on the XSC Twitch channel. It will also be broadcast on this channel. It's the first race of a 6-race endurance league, Super League. They'll be spanning 10 months, 6 races. On Sunday, we are at Laguna Seca for 6 hours, complete the driver swaps. In total, we've got 81 drivers over 25 teams. So make sure to jump into the Twitch channels, jump in the chat if you want to get involved with endurance racing. The Discord link is on the XSC Twitch channel as well, or if you search for Xbox Sim Racing Community, you can find us on Facebook. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, the Moon. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. This stream from this channel will be made available on the Good Racing Club YouTube channel as well. So if you want to watch it back. Let's stay with Stevie Mag here, see if we can get a time on the boards. Last race he started from the pits, so let's just stay with Stevie and see how he does. First hot lap going in. A bit of a wide line going into Parakill Bend there. Putting Druids, nice and controlled, stays away from the curb. Nice one through Graham Hill. Heading towards the 30s. I find this one of the hardest corners, to be honest with you. A slight lock up front left there. And he does have Adadinsky behind him. Getting a bit of a slip. Got a cheeky slipstream there to help his lap. Yeah, Nimbus are looking strong, mate. Looking strong for the weekend. Yeah, Nimbus AC, they have, like the Grid Racing Club, they have 2 teams entered into the XSC endurance race. And as we're watching Stevie Mag, he puts it in the wall. So Darren, the first one's put in a time for race 2 with a 128.1. We've got Dennis over a second down, Racing Rich 2 seconds down. Chris 2.7 down and Fruity Power 6.5. So let's have a check on that. Dinsky 82 is coming out to finish his first lap. Will that slipstream from Stevie Mag aided him? It's 0.9 down. Okay, so here we go. So this will be his first hot lap. No other times kicking in yet. Stevie Mag and Neil B currently sat in the pits. We'll be making changes to the setup with the cooler conditions. Dinsky hooks the curb there, not something you want to do. That curb's a bit of a, it's not a pleasant one, put it that way. Auto performance knocks Dan off the top there. I'm not surprised with the 127.3, pushing Dan to just under a second down in second place. It's going to take something special to keep auto performance off the top here, I feel. We are going to stick with Adam here and see where he goes, see how he sits. Toxco now sitting in third, 1.9 down in the leader. So Adams pushing this lap. Nice line through there. Sticking Madinsky as he heads toward Clark Curve. It's a nice clean line without a bit of scrub. You really wouldn't know he's racing on a controller. It's so smooth a controller, it's painful to watch. Only goes at one spot, he's sat in 7th. Still a lot to do. A lot to do. I don't know why that's disconnecting, it's plugged straight to the console. Okay. So let's get back in at it. Where was I? So let's have a look. Roto, Stevie Mag, Proto and Neil yet to set a time yet. Quite concerned to see Neil sat in the pits. So we'll stick with Roto here, see what we can do. Get Roto on the BMW and the boy is quick. Seems to like the Beamers. There's a bit of a slide there going through Sheen into Sterling's. Ooh, wide on the curb. See if we can nail Clark Curve, make up for that little curb ride. Hooks the curb, unsettles the car. It's not a nice feeling. First locked in lap, what can Roto do? Nothing. So he obviously lost that lap time. Okay, we're going to jump back in with Stevie Mag. Coming in the last bend. Gets a bit of a slide on, saves it. Let's see if we can get a time locked in here, Stevie. He gets a time locked in, puts himself into 8th, just over. Oh. I don't think that was part of the plan, somehow. Yeah, he locks in 8th place and then goes straight on into the wall. I don't care who you are, that's not the plan. It really isn't the plan. Racing Rich up in the 3rd. I think he's happy with his quali. He's now at the pits, 1.2 down on the leader. Knocking on Darren's door. We're going to jump back in with Roto here, see if he can get a time locked in. We're just under 2 minutes left of this qualifying session, qualifying 2. While we're watching Roto, 11 Pi locks in 11th place. He's just under 7 seconds down the leader. You got to love these cars or hate these cars. If you love them, they're such a pleasure to drive. If you don't, it's just every corner's a challenge. Every lap's a challenge. Roto goes over, takes 8th spot, 2.6 down the leader, just over half a second up on Dennis, who's got 7th. So only driver that hasn't set a lap is Neil B. Neil may have some issues. So we'll stick with Dan. Dan non-improvement on that lap. Last 40 seconds of quali. Madinsky heading towards Sheen. Oh, nice little slide through there. Pins it. Sterling's a corner I love. Goes a little bit wide. That's that lap scrubbed as he's now mowing the grass. As I switch to Toxico, who is another car, peeling it off the wall, obviously pushing too hard from Paddock there. Vicious Gambler's ended his qual, he's sat in 6th. Dennis is just coasting round. I don't think he's on a lap there. I'm not sure what he's doing, or if he's picking up rubber or what. Looks like Proto might be on a last lap push. Not much between him and Roto. 0.2 something between him and Roto at the minute. The battle for 9th and 8th. Looks like Fruity Par and Steve Mag, very similar times, not much in that. Stick with Fruity Par, see how he does on this last lap, see if he can get any improvement. It's a big ask for him to take 9th from Proto. He's going to have to make up at least 3 seconds to make any advance on that. One by one, they're coming in the pits. See if you can improve your time here, Mr. Parker. Round the last corner, onto the straight. And no improvement, no improvement. Okay guys, as we go into race 2, Low Performance in third and on the pole, Dan in second, Mason Rich in third, Dinsky E2, second one fourth, we've got Totsko in fifth, Gamble and Dennis all bunched up nicely. We had a good battle in race 1, so I'm sure we'll have a good battle in race 2. And as in the last race, we've got Roto right behind them, so I'm sure Roto will get stuck right in there. Proto Dan in 9th, just behind Roto, really not much in it. Fruity Par about 3 seconds down with Stevie Mag on his tail. A nice little battle there. Living Pie sat in 12th. Diesel with no time put on the board, either with Neil no time put on the board. So I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if they just couldn't lock that lap in. Not entirely sure. We'll be back with you shortly. Just stick around, and also once the quality timer kicks in, we'll get ready to race. Okay, 1 minute timer is now on the boards. 25 minutes of racing left in race 2. Track temperature has dropped significantly. We're now looking at 22 degrees on track and 22 degrees ambient. So this is going to present a challenge for the drivers. Maintaining that tyre temperature, maintaining that grip. The last thing they want to be doing in a race, an even race, is getting the tyres dirty. So for the formation lap, we're going to sit with Fruity Par. The boys starting now peeling away, doing what they can to get the tyre temps done. There is one thing with the Porsches, you can get a good drift on. However, it can go very, very wrong. You get just a little bit too eager. So with this race as well, the sun's going to be going down, so we're going to have some lighting changes, so braking points, shadows, all needs adjusting as you race as well. This is one game where the atmospherics and the weather is really good. Wasn't so good on a launch, and let's be honest, it was quite a poor title on launch. I remember when it first came out, the headlights didn't actually illuminate anything. But we're happy to say the game is very much a great title now. Hopefully we see a decent performance from Steve Egg here. Really struggled in race 1. Good to see him up on a battle Sunday. Although I think his closest driver for a battle is going to be Fruity Par. This Fruity Par can do something special in race 2. As I said before, I think the Dennis Nelson, Proto, Roto, Adinsky and Topsko is going to be the little pack to watch. Right, as we're now heading toward Clark Curve, the guys are lining up. Try and sit in the Racing Rich and catch the... Here we go. Right, we're going to sit with Racing Rich for turn 1. See how we get on with the performance of Darren. See if Dan can make a move in turn 1. If he does, is he going to make it stick? Low performance. 1 race down tonight. Can he make it 2? So good luck to everybody racing. Let's see where we go. Waiting on the lights.
Green light.
And let's go. Into turn 1. Low performance. Defending the inside line. Racing Rich having a look. Dinsky on the outside, coming in nice and tight there. Almost went a little wide. 1, 2, 3 through Druids. Darren gets a good catch up on low performance there. Although I do feel that the performance is going to start pulling away. Keeps it clinical. Dan just needs to stick right into that wing and make the best of the situation. So Darren 0.3 down, no performance, sticking under the wing there. Racing Rich just over a second down. Topsko has now got himself just under a second behind 3rd place. Dinsky holding on to Chris in 4th. Roto sticking with the pack. Proto Dan's dropped down 1.2 on 6th. Fruity Par still here on 8th. Just tucked in nicely behind Proto. Small gap impact 9th, is 1.2 down as he goes slightly wide. Steve Mack still sat in 10th. Gamble's dropped down to 11th. Dennis sat in 12th, so Dennis has obviously had enough there. He sat in 12th. And Neilby is on track. We're currently sat in 13th. I think we've lost the driver. Yeah, we've lost the driver. Not entirely sure who it is yet, but we've lost the driver. Let's stick with Proto at the moment, sat in 7th, chasing Proto Dan chasing Roto for 6th place. Currently just under a second behind him. You can see the lights already starting to go as the headlights are illuminating the track. It's Proto taking out a marker there. As I'm watching this, I'm just keeping an eye on the timings. Some close racing going on. Just aware of Vicious Gamble's gap on Fruity Par, just behind this battle that we're watching just now. See Topsko getting quite tasty up at the top there. We're going to jump on with Chris, who's 0.2 down on Racing Rich. Adams obviously want to catch up with this pack. As Racing Rich goes slightly wide, Chris makes the move into Sterling's, sticks it. Adam now catching up the pack, trying to make a move on Racing Rich as well. Chris just needs to hold on to this now, focus, and just concentrate on his race. Hopefully not push it too hard. Slip back down, checking in 7th place. Proto looking to make a move on Roto for turn 1. There's nothing, it's a little blink in it. Can he do a quick switch back? Not quite. He's going to make a move on the inside for Druids. And that's a mistake. That was a mistake from Roto. Roto should have covered that off. So Proto's through 6th. Roto now chasing. I've got back down and check on Neil B. Neil B's made some time, now sat in 11th, chasing down 11 Pi. Freddie Barr's dropped down to 12th. And Stephen Mag is down the back of the pack again, unfortunately. Robin Bly was almost going to make a move on Neil there. Yeah, whatever Living Pie did there, he's lost a bit of pace. So he's going to have to dig in, try and get under the wing of Neil and close that gap. We're going to go up and check in on it. Let's get 2.4 down on Mason Rich. So we've got a bit of a train here between 3rd, 4th and 5th. Totsco still holding 3rd. I've got Mason Rich behind from in the SEC. It just goes a little bit wide there on a clock curve. And Adinsky is now chasing these two down. I would not want to be Mason Rich at the moment. A bit of a sandwich. Now, while these guys are also battling, we're kind of slowing themselves down because Roto, who is slowly but surely just closing the gap. He's over a second half down. He's now literally just over a second down on this battling trio. So we'll obviously just keep an eye on what's happening with that. Oh! Darren's heading off. I've just noticed this. Darren, who was in 2nd, is now dropped down to 7th. So, do not know what's happened there. We've missed that one. Which puts Chris up in the 2nd place. So this is now a battle. Really a strong podium battle. As Adinsky drops the gap down to 0.2 on Mason Rich. So we're not really sure what happened with Darren there. Car doesn't look to be damaged. So one of you's just had enough. Or had enough. as the case may be, you never know. And he's gone off track again, so maybe he's cooked those tyres. Maybe he's cooked those tyres. So Darren's going to have to really buckle in now and try and make those spots up. But to be honest, Darren is good at that. He's good at working his way through the pack. However, the guys that are ahead of him are also really good at working their way through the pack. So he's going to have to just dig deep and find that X factor that gets him through it. So let's just jump up into 6th spot. Roto's now just under a second down on Proto. But this gap, the gaps between 2nd, 3rd and 4th is a squeeze. There's really not much in it. Big slide from Roto there. Huge slide from Roto. That's not good for the rear tyres. So it looks like Totsco's got a nice comfortable little gap there. Adam wants me chasing down, however Adam really needs to pay attention to his mirrors because Mason Rich and Proto are taking up both mirrors respectively. Oh, massive wide. Oh no. As I say that, Adam goes wide, Shane loses the spots. Roto's now through as well. As is... So Darren's now on the back of Adam. The tiny screen will sort itself out in a second. So we've now got Darren and Adam, my right hand and left hand of the club admin team, going to be battling. This could get juicy. But all this battling has given Neil performance just a very, very comfortable lead. He's currently 13 seconds in, and we've not even done 10 minutes yet. So 30 seconds ahead of second place. Looking down a little bit, Dennis Nielsen is now 0.8 down on Gamble. So there could be a little battle. There's a battle going on for 8th place here right now. Gamble really showing good innings for his return. We've now got Living Pie in the pits as he was in race 1. So although his car doesn't look damaged, although it's in the pits, so it should be fixed. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. Chris, if you're watching the stream, let us know. Let us know what's happened. Be interesting. We'll go back up, check on Dennis, who's now tapping Gamble on the shoulder, saying, "Hello, mate, just do you want to let me past?" Oh, huge crash, huge crash. Adinsky, Darren, massive crash at Sheen Curve. So if there's a race review, that's going to be awkward, isn't it? It looks like two of the admin are coming too. It looks like Adam's let Darren pass there, so I don't know whether Adam was the car at fault. We'll find out post-race. So that is unfortunate. That's allowed Neil B to close the gap on Adinsky. He's got half a second behind Adinsky. So the joys of being a club manager, you get to deal with all the post-race shenanigans. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if there's a race review puts in, or we'll just see if it's just a case of the puts down racing incident. I'll find out. I'll find out when I get the message with the video attached if something actually happens. Right, we are now 10 minutes into the race. Light is now dropping. Actually, the track temperature is now dropped by, not much, by a degree, but it's going to have a significant effect on the car's handling and how the guys are approaching these fast turns. Because they really need to keep the speed up, to keep the heat up. With that comes instability, as we've seen. And the last thing we want to do is go off track and get the tyres dirty. As Dennis has a massive off at Sheen, so it looks like Sheen could be getting quite slick in these cooler temperatures. Looks like Dennis has gotten away with that. There doesn't seem to be any damage in the car, so he's obviously just gone wide at Sheen there, Sheen Curve. As I'm saying that, looking at the gap between performance and top score, 16 seconds. The gaps between the drivers now seem to be opening up as people seem to be struggling with these cooler temperatures. So anything could happen, really. Anything could happen. So there's been a lot of place swaps. I don't think I would see Adinsky and Darren battling for 7th, to be honest, but Adinsky's now 1.5 seconds behind Darren, who, if he wants to get 6th place, he's going to have to make up over 3 seconds on Gamble. The closest battle at the moment, if he's caught a battle, the closest chase is Racing Rich, who's currently sat in 3rd. Going through Sheen there, kick a bit of dust. He's 1.4 seconds on top score. He was comfortably holding 2nd. However, Racing Rich is digging deep and trying to close that gap. It really is. But if I was going to say driver of the day, because I know you nameless boys like to do that on your page, driver of the day, definitely the performance. Really good performance from him tonight. It looks like Living Pie has retired the car, so that's both races tonight, so I'm not too sure what's going on with Mr. Deere. Thank you for racing tonight, mate. If there's also, let us know what the issue is. Really appreciate it. I need to work out who we've lost because we had 14 drivers.
Keep it up.
Okay, happy through the race. Not really much going on. Just check down with Dennis, who's now chasing down Neil B. Just over a second on Neil. Dennis has been quite feisty tonight. He's been battling quite hard, and he has closed the gap. We're down to 0.7 now after that last time in line. I can imagine all the things Neil's going to be saying to him. Stuff I can't repeat on the stream. Going to Westfields. Gets the curve a bit thick there, but gets a nice exit out of it. Now going into Sheen. Nice and clean at Sheen. No cars off there for a change. And then it's just closed the gap even again. We're now down to 0.2. So he's really making the car work for him. Getting tucked in behind that wing, using the best of the aero. I'd be surprised if I saw him move into Paddock Hill or Druids here. Neil goes slightly wide, Dennis goes down the right hand side, slingshots past him. He just needs to cover it off going into Paddock Hill now. Neil slightly wide there, picking up a dirty bit of the track, loses a bit of momentum, and Dennis gets through. So nice racing from Dennis there. We're going to jump up into 7th. Darren is now half a second behind Vicious Gamble. And if you've ever had Darren hunting you down, it's not a nice feeling. So Dennis, we've got Darren trying to get past Roto and Vicious Gamble at the minute. Could get a double helping of Slipstream here. As in the background we see Adinsky hitting the barrier. It's the wrong exit. Of Surtees, yeah. But the gap between Vicious and Darren now is, it's not even a blink, it's nothing. It's hardly anything in it. I'm going to stick with these guys for a couple of laps, see if anything develops. While we're watching this, Racing Rich is under half a second down at top score now. So he's making Chris sweat. Darren is through, he's dispatched Gamble, and he's now going to make the best efforts to dispatch Roto. Darren needs to be patient here, really does. He can get a little impatient working his way through. He's got a nice exit out of there. Roto almost wipes out and taking Darren and Gamble with him. It's a bit of a slide. Roto goes super defensive. Slight door bump there, nothing in it. I would say they're slightly offline, the pair of them there. Both still running, and Gamble is sticking with it, not letting it go. Racing Rich has lost half a second on top score there. Don't want to leave this battle just now because this is getting really testy. I think Dan thought he came in with dispatch Roto quite quickly, however, that doesn't seem to be the case. Roto slightly wide, Dan going up the inside. Makes it stick. Oh, and slides out. Pushing it too hard. That's a gamble with a corner like that. Pushed too hard, lost the back end, all that fighting. He's just, it hasn't worked out for him. Very unfortunate. We see Dennis going wide at Sheen again, almost taking Dan out as he slides back on track. Dinsky now sat in 9th. It's all happening, isn't it? It's all happening. Temperature goes down, cars sliding everywhere. Just over 8 minutes to go in this session of week 1 of the Porsche Cup 2017 UK Tour here in the Grid Racing Club. As you can see, Dinsky around the last corner, getting a bit of a drift on, as he likes to do. So we've now got Darren chasing down Dinsky. However, Darren's car is significantly damaged as he loses it again. Darren really was struggling, so we're going to have Neil B catch up with Darren by the end of the lap here. If Darren continues the way he's going, considering the damage he's got. Vicious Gamble continues to chase down Roto for that 5th spot. Racing Rich. We'll jump up Racing Rich here because he is now 2.9 seconds down on top score. So he's clearly had an off or an issue because he's losing pace unless he's under fuel and he's trying to save fuel. He needs to be very careful because Daniel, Proto Danman, in 4th is 2.3 down, but pushing hard. Switch down to watch. Let's have a check on Stevie Mag. He's just getting lapped here, letting the faster cars through. Good sportsmanship there. Steve Mag is running at 12, 2 laps down, and he seems to be struggling on the last corner. Pretty par and a one of his own, taking in the tourist pace, if you like. Now, despite Darren's damage, he's now 0.2 and putting pressure on Radinsky. I hope this is not the grudge match. This is like F1, like team orders. They won't fight each other. But here there's no teams, so this is like watching your kids have a fight. These are my two main admin guys on the battle. Oh, Darren gets a little bit of a squirrel coming out of there. Aaron's tucking in now, see if he can take advantage of the instability of Darren's car. Just ahead there we can see Gambo and Roto still battling away. If you wonder what the leader's doing, he's still lapping. He's got nobody challenging him. His closest rival is Toxico, who is comfortably holding seconds. Good race for Chris tonight, this second race. He is over 15 seconds down on all performance. Racing Rich definitely dropping pace in 3rd. He's now 3.3 down on Chris. So something's happened there. Hopefully it's not a fuel issue. Nothing worse when you realise you're under-fueled. Looks like Darren has now got past Dinsky. Neil's now got past Dinsky. So Adam is struggling tonight. He is on a controller though. You know. It's harder. This game's harder on a controller. It's achievable on a controller, but it is harder. It never used to be achievable on a controller. It is now, but it's obviously not making the best for Adam tonight. He did mention the TV in his hotel room is absolutely tiny, so that may have some effect on it. I don't know. We'll see. So looking at the times, the only battle we've got going on just now is Darren and his damaged Porsche is back up behind Roto, looking to take even more places. Roll gets a nice exit there. So what Darren's damage is, it's obviously not affecting his pace too much, or if it is, he's just pushing that hard, he doesn't care. Just under 4 minutes to go in race 2 this evening. So it looks like Toxico's had an off possibly. Racing Rich is now down to 1.3 behind him, so Chris has definitely had an off. Foso hasn't let go, he's still hanging on to the coattails of Racing Rich, so wants a bit of that podium love. I'm going to stick with Darren here in Roto, see how this pans out. As Darren closes right top on him now. As they head into Surtees. Oh, Darren gets it all wrong. Gets it all wrong. I thought it was an overcorrection there, maybe a lock up. He's going to spend the next lap trying to close that gap again. We'll come up places down. We'll check on Dennis in 9th, who's now chasing down Neil B, currently sat in 8th. 0.23 as Dennis chucks it up the inside. And the camera angle takes the gantry, so we kind of missed the pass, but that's Dennis through. Neil got it all to do again to try and make sure he takes back that 8th spot. Let's go check in on 3rd place. Racing Rich now under a second down on Toxico, so just over 2 minutes to go. I'm wondering whether we have a fuel issue with Chris because he's dropped off pace massively. And Racing Rich goes slightly wide there. He'll catch a bit of grass. Still maintains his pace though. He probably got a warning. Track limits, I'd imagine. He's down to 0.3 behind Chris. So I'm just going to jump down very quickly, check Roto on Darren. The gap is closed right down there. These guys on the way are bumper to bumper. Right, going to back up, checking with Rich and Totsko again. Come on, camera, catch up. There we go. As they head into Sheen, taking it through nice and clean. Proto come winging it through there. Trying to catch up. So those last couple of corners there, Proto Dan has really caught up with Racing Rich and Totsko. So this could be a three-way battle for the last two podium spots as we go into the last 60 seconds of this race. Let's just have a quick check where the leader is. Oh, he's just gone through Surtees. Right. Let's stick with Proto. See how this. Yeah, he's right on the back of Racing Rich now. As we look up the inside, does Racing Rich. Chris takes defensive line. Last 15 seconds to the race timer. As the leader comes round to start his final lap. So that's it, all performance. Cross the line, we're now into the...
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
So if you've got something, guys, this is the lap to do it. You're running out of time. This is a really good race from the top score. Really good race. Kind of get caught on watching the race. So Racing Rich has dropped back a little bit on Proto, on Chris, sorry. Needs to be careful now that obviously he doesn't make a mistake and let Proto through for that last podium spot. That's Darren just pulling over, getting out of the way. Racing Rich getting a little bit loose there. Let's check the leaders. That's good performance going into the last, just gone through Sheen, last couple of corners. So if Totsko's going to lose this spot, this is where he's going to lose it. He needs to be really careful here. That's all performance, flashing lights coming over to win his second race of the evening. If we flick straight back and check the battle for the last podium spots. Racing Rich, 0.4 down, going to Sheen, head towards Sterling's. There's a nice clean line through there. If anything, Proto took a bit of a dirty line. Proto's now right in the back of Racing Rich, going to the last corner. Racing Rich got to go fully defensive as we go into Clark's. He's got to hold that inside line, make sure Proto doesn't come through. Good race from all three. As Totsko comes home to bring in second. Fantastic race. Racing Rich in third. And Proto in fourth. What a race from these guys. Absolutely fantastic race. Looking at Fisher's Gamble now, who's got Darren right behind him. Darren's now obviously fighting for that fifth spot as they're coming into Clark's. Fisher's Gamble holding inside line, going defensive, pushing Dan slightly wide. Not enough track left there for Dan to make that move. Fisher's Gamble, brilliant race for him in fifth. Dan comes home in sixth. Roto a little bit way back, obviously lost his time and got out of that battle. Dennis, an eventful race from Dennis, he comes home in eighth. Neil B brings it home in ninth. Adinsky in the Champagne Porsche just come down towards Clark's as the lights really start to dim here. rolling it home in 10th. Tyre screeching round that corner. So it is getting 10th, Fruity Pat in 11th, Stevie Mac in 12th, 11 Pie 13 laps down the DNF, and it doesn't look like Diesel finished either. So, what a finish there, guys. That is race 2, week 1 of this 5-week series here on the Grid Racing Club. Make sure to tune in on Thursday on the XSC channel, where the GT World Challenge Season 3 will be streamed on the XSC channel. Grid Racing Club's race at Laguna Seca. Next week we are back again with the Porsche for round 2 of this series. Next week you can catch us, we'll be at Donington, really fast track, for more Porsche action. So thank you very much for watching. All it's got to say from me is all action, no traction. Right guys, thank you very much, catch you so soon.